Welcome to the Libib Patron video. To find Libib, we're going to go to a search engine and type in Libib. The Libib app is available here or on your phone. We're going to log in as a patron or librarian. This is a login posted next to the computer in the library. Once you've logged in, you'll be a patron. The patron view is going to allow you to act as a librarian. When you first log in, you will be over the library. We'll come back to that in a moment. But let's first describe what an item is. An item is any book or CD or media in your library. To add these items, you can come in here to add item, select which type of item you're going to enter, and then search. We recommend using the built-in app for Libib on your phone, either Apple or Android, because with that app, it's very easy to use the scanner and scan the code right from the back of the book. If a book doesn't have that code, you can easily use the search here and search by ISBN. That is an easy way to enter new items into your library. When you're entering items into a library, though, we also want to add them into a specific collection. A collection is a genre, essentially. A collection might be something like biblical studies, New Testament commentary, or mission biography. We used the same categories that were on the shelves here in the library in Libib. To add a new one, you would just come in here, add a new title, and that collection will now be available for you to add items to. Now, collection might not make sense yet, so let's go to our library and find collections in use. You can see that when we join our library, up at the top it says which collection we're currently viewing. Bible language resources is one collection. We can choose to go to, say, something like all set commentary, and then look at all 488 books in the all set commentary. If we wanted to look at one of these, we could easily go over, select the book. We'll then be able to see all the information about that book. Now, you'll notice in here that there's a little orange or red tag. Tags are an additional way to help mark a book. In this case, we marked it as Podcast Studio because this book isn't in the normal all set commentary section in the library. It's actually also in the Podcast Studio. We'll show you how to add tags to books later on, but in some cases they're not needed. Like this is a commentary on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, but we didn't add that as a tag because it's very easy to search for this by Revelation or any part of its name. If I go back to the library, we can also search for books instead of by category, or by collection. We can search for them directly. Up here at the top, I could search for something like Romans. And then this will search across whatever collection I'm in, or we can change it so it will search across all selections. Here in search, make sure to have the all collections button turned on, and that will really help your searching functionality. In this case, you can see we have 123 books across the library that use the word Roman or Romans, and it is a forgiving search because you can see I searched Romans and even Roman Catholicism popped up. You're able to quickly scroll through here and find out which collection are they a part of, who's the author, and even a description of each volume. So it is very easy to search for a book title, but what about an author? We'll enter in Piper for John Piper, and then all 8 results for any book by Piper will show up. The search function is a great way to find the books in your library. But let's also take a look at another great function of the basic library feature. When we're in here looking at a collection, which you can choose from any. You can track those books by when they were added. This is very helpful for trying to find stages of data in the library, but you can also find it by the title. And then it will be an alphabetical arrangement of all of the books in that collection. There's one other feature that's very valuable. You can bulk select books. You see, instead of selecting just the icon of the image, I can select the circle. And that will check that book. Now I can use batch actions. I can also go over here and select another. And the reason I bring this up is because of tags. Tags are something where you can add an additional way to view this book or to search for this book. We used tags for something like the podcast area to show that it's outside of the normal. Anytime you need, you can come in here and add a tag. Don't worry too much about these needing to be exact. You can just add this so that it shows up in more searches. One other problem that we ran into is when we were adding items, sometimes you'll add an item to the wrong collection. That's very easy to fix. You go find that item in any of the collections, select them just as we did with the little circle at the bottom right, and then you can move them to a different collection. All in all, Libib is designed to track your items, meaning your books in the library, across different collections to make it easier to search through a specific collection, or even to be able to search for data individually. We think that this is going to bring a lot of versatility to the library here at WOLBI Jeju.